Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sebagaimana yang saya janjikan sebelum raya hari itu, saya akan buat satu lagi discussion soalan daripada tajuk vertical group ya. Jadi saya akan discuss di sini tajuk tersebut. Kita akan tengok soalan satu. Okay, so basically question 1 is combination of statement of profit or loss and statement of financial position. The following information is extracted from the financial statement of Axia Berhad, Brabus Berhad and Cherry Berhad for the year 31st December 2015. The statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income for the year ended 31st December 2015 for the three companies, Axia, Brabus and Cherry. We have revenue, we have cost of sale, we have cost of sale, and then we have operating expenses and also finance costs. We have taxation and lastly profit for the year. Okay, so all the companies, they have profit for the year. And then followed by statement of changes in equity for the year ended 31st December 2015 for the three companies. And then followed by statement of financial position as at 31st December 2015 for the three companies. Okay, you can see from here the components of non-current asset of the three companies. We have investment here. We have investment in Axia. In Axia column, we have investment. In Brabus column also we have investment. So from here we know that the parent is having investment in subsidiary and the subsidiary is having investment in another subsidiary. Okay. Next, we go to the equity side of the statement of financial position. Okay. Ordinary share of the parent is 700,000 and of the subsidiary 200,000 and 80,000. Okay. Basically all the figures are in thousand. So it is actually 700 million, 200 million and 80 million. And then the company also has retained profit here and here. Share premium is one of the reserve. And then non-current liabilities, there is 6% loan. Current liability, trade payable, ordinary dividend payable, and current account Brabus. Okay, so here we can see ordinary dividend payable. We need to worry about ordinary dividend payable of the subsidiary of the parent, no worries. Is there any dividend receivable? There is no dividend receivable. It means the parent has not recognized the dividend from the subsidiary. Additional information. Number 1, Axia acquired 160 million ordinary shares of Brabus on 1st January 2012 when the retained profit and share premium of Brabus were 45 million and 25 million respectively. So 160 million out of 200 million is actually 80%. 80%, yeah. The cost of business combination was discharged by an issue of 80 million ordinary shares in Axia, and the fair value of Axia ordinary share on acquisition date was 3 ringgit each. So, how many million just now? 80 million times 3 is equal to 240 million. The carrying value of the net asset of Brabus Berhad reflected the fair value with the exception of a freehold land where the fair value of the land increased by 10 million. The fair value of land was further increased by 5 million on 31st December 2015, and Brabus did not adjust its book to reflect the new value. So there are two times 2 times, 2 times increase in value. The first one is on the date of acquisition, ARR of 10 million, and at the end of the year, ARR of 5 million. Number 2, Brabus acquired 60 million ordinary shares of Cherry, 60 million out of 80 million. 60 million out of 80 million, it is 75% ordinary shares of Cherry. On 1st July 2015, when the share premium of Cherry Berhad was 30 million, and the fair value of these shares was 120 million. On 1st January 2014, Axia Berhad sold a machine to Brabus for 55 million. The carrying amount of the machine was 50 million, and its remaining life was 5 years. The machine still remain in the premise of Brabus as at 31st December 2015. Okay, so sold for 55 million, the carrying amount was 50 million, unrealized profit was 5 million, and remaining useful life was 5 years. So 5 million divided by 5 million unrealized profit divided by 5, it is equal to 1 million. 1 million over provided depreciation. During the post-acquisition period, Brabus sold goods to Cherry Berhad for 5 million. The goods were sold at a profit of 25% on selling price. Half of these goods remain unsold as at 31st December 2015. So there is an unrealized profit here amounting to 5 million times 25% times 50%. Number 5, the group measures the non-controlling interest at their proportionate share of the fair value of the net asset of the subsidiaries as at the acquisition date. And number 6, it is the group policy to depreciate all its assets using straight line method, giving full year depreciation in the year of purchase and none in the year of disposal. All profit and losses are deemed to accrue evenly throughout the year unless stated otherwise. And all dividends are assumed to be post-acquisition dividend. Okay. When is the date of acquisition? The date of acquisition, the first one is on 1st January 2012. And the date of the statement of financial position is 31st December 2015. So the first subsidiary, Brabus, was acquired many years ago. 4 years ago, 2012, 13, 14, and 15. Whereas the other company, Brabus, was acquired on 1st July 2015, which is in the middle of the year 2015. Okay. So let's look at the question. What we are asked to do: prepare the consolidated statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, and also the consolidated statement of financial position of the group. Okay, let's look at the answer. Prepare consolidated statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. So the answer is, okay, combine together all the revenue, revenue of the parent, plus Brabus, Axia plus Brabus plus the other company. What is the other company name just now? Cherry, plus Cherry. So Cherry is only for 6 months because acquired on 1st July 2015. Okay, and then we minus here 5 million. 5 million here is referring to intercompany sale. And then for the cost of sale, we add together Axia, Brabus, and 6 months of Cherry. Minus intercompany purchase. Okay, add back the unrealized profit. Yeah, add back the unrealized profit on sale of inventory. Okay, and then other income will be bargain purchase. Okay, we are going to look at the calculation of bargain purchase in a few seconds. Okay, kita tengok bargain purchase macam mana dapat. Okay. Okay, Cherry kita dapat bargain purchase ya. Okay, jadi Cherry kita dapat bargain purchase. Consideration transfer is 90 million. And then kita ada NCI indirect interest ya. NCI indirect interest sebanyak 20% kali dengan 90 million. It is 18 million. Okay, kemudian kita list down all the fair value of net asset. Ordinary share capital 80 million. Retain profit. Okay, retain profit is profit brought down 29 million plus profit for the year 7760 times 6/12 sebab kita punya acquisition berlaku pada 1 Julai. So retain profit on the date of acquisition is 32,880,000 and we have another reserve that is share premium 30 million. So total fair value of net asset of Cherry is 142,880. Okay. Based on that, we calculate our non-controlling interest 40%. Time 142,880 equal to 57,152. Okay. So fair value of investment is 129,152 compared to fair value of net asset 142,880. We get a bargain purchase of 13,728,000. So that amount will be brought to statement of profit or loss just now. Okay, 13,728. Okay, and then operating expenses. Yeah, operating expenses comprise of operating expenses of Axia, Brabus, and half year of Cherry. Okay, half year of Cherry, and this one is over provided depreciation just now. Yeah, when we have 5 million, we have 5 million unrealized profit, and remaining useful life is 5 years. 5 million divided by 5 years equal to 1 million each year. And then finance cost of Axia, Brabus, and 6 months of Cherry. Taxation also Axia, Brabus, and 6 months of Cherry. So we get a profit for the year 54,663,000. And then we have surplus on revaluation of land. Okay, surplus on revaluation of land for the second time revaluation 5 million. Total comprehensive income is 59,663,000. Then we calculate the profit attributable to non-controlling interest. Okay, out of 54,663, 3,907,000 belong to the non-controlling interest. How do we get that? Okay, let us calculate. Profit attributable to non-controlling interest, profit after tax of Brabus is 12,400,000. Unrealized profit on inventory is 625,000. Okay, the balance is 11,775,000 times 20% equal to 2,355,000. Whereas for the Cherry, profit after tax for the year is half year of profit for the year 3,880 times 40% equal to 1,552,000. So total profit attributable to non-controlling interest from Brabus and Cherry is 3,907,000. We bring the amount to this to this place, 3907. So 54,663 minus 3907 equal to 50,756,000. That is owner equity. Profit attributable to owners of the parent. What about the total comprehensive income attributable to the parent and the non-controlling interest? There is no change in non-controlling interest, because the increase in surplus, the surplus on revaluation, and the surplus on revaluation 5,000. Okay, let me see. Surplus on revaluation of 5,000. Let me go back to the question. Okay, 5 million. 5 million is actually the 5 million is actually the amount, the amount of revaluation, the amount of revaluation. Okay, the amount of revaluation just now 5 million. So 5 million, the non-controlling interest is having 20% portion of that. 20% times 5 million is equal to 1 million. So there is an increase by 1 million actually. Total comprehensive income attributable to non-controlling interest increased by 1 million from 3907 to 4907. Okay, let us continue. Okay, we continue with statement of changes in equity. Okay, so for the statement of changes in equity, we need to calculate the balance brought down. Okay, the balance brought down before we can continue with consolidated statement of changes in equity. So the balance brought down of group retained earning. Okay, the balance brought down of consolidated retained earning comprise of the profit, the profit of Axia and Brabus, comprise of profit of Axia and Brabus. So the profit, of brought forward of Brabus, okay, the profit brought forward of Brabus is 68,750,000 minus pre-acquisition profit 45,000 equal to 23,750,000, and out of that 19,000 belong to the group. Okay, 19,000 belong to the group. And then retained profit brought forward of Axia is 98,135,000 minus unrealized profit 5 million, and add back the over provided depreciation 1 million. So the total is 94,125,000. So when we add the two together, the retained profit brought forward, okay, of the group is 19 million minus 94 1,125,000. So it is equal to 113,125. 113,125. Yeah. Whereas for the non-controlling interest, it is 99,902. So here 113,125. 113,125. And okay, the non-controlling interest is 60,750,000. Okay, and then there is an acquisition of subsidiary Cherry during the year, and the amount of NCI is 57,152. And then NCI indirect interest is 18 million. Then profit for the year for the group is 15,756,000, and NCI is 3,907, 3,907,000. Revaluation for the year is 4 million for the group, and for NCI is 1 million. Dividend paid by the parent is 18 million, and dividend received by the non-controlling interest is 1.2 million. 1.2 million. So this is basically dividend received by NCI from Brabus and Cherry. Okay, so the balance carried down. Balance carried down at the end of the year is group retained earning 145,881. Group ARR is 4 million, and NCI is 103,609. Okay, 103,609. Okay, let us see the calculation of goodwill. Okay, just now we have seen the calculation of bargain purchase for Cherry. Now we want to calculate the goodwill of Brabus. Okay, we compare the consideration transferred. Consideration transferred is 240 million. That is 80 million ordinary share times 3 ringgit. Okay, and then the fair value of net asset of Brabus comprised of ordinary share capital 200 million, retained profit 45 million, share premium 25 million, and revaluation reserve is 10 million. Okay, altogether it is 280 million fair value of net asset. From this, we calculate our non-controlling interest. That is 20% of 280 million equal to 56 million. 240 million plus 56 million equal to 296 million fair value of investment. Compared to 280 million fair value of net asset, there is a goodwill of 16 million. Okay, there is a goodwill of 16 million. Okay, and just now we have calculated actually the amount of bargain purchase for Cherry, 13,728,000. Okay, and just now we have calculated also the post reserve brought down for Brabus and also Axia. Okay, what about the current year profit? Current year profit of Axia, Brabus, and current year profit of Axia, Brabus, and Cherry. Axia, Brabus, and Cherry. Okay. Retained profit carried down of Brabus. Yeah. Retained profit carried down of Brabus based on the question. Retained profit carried down is 77,150,000. This one is carried down. This one is carried down. And this one also carried down. Okay, the amount of profit carried down of Brabus 77,150,000 minus unrealized profit on inventory 625,000 minus pre-acquisition profit 45 million, okay, equal to 31,525,000, okay, and brought to group retained earning, okay, how many percent just now? 25,220,000, yeah, 25,220,000 for group retained earning and 6,305,000 for the non-controlling interest. Whereas for Cherry balance carried down is 35,160,000 minus pre-acquisition profit 32,880,000, and the balance is 2,280,000. Out of that, 1,368,000 will be brought to group retained earning, and 912,000 goes to non-controlling interest. And we have here retained profit carry forward of Axia, balance 104,405 minus unrealized profit 5 million, add back the over provided depreciation, okay, 1 million and 1 million, 1 million for last year, 1 million this year, okay, and add back the bargain purchase 13,728,000, okay. In addition to that, so 115,133 will be brought to group retained earning column, and then there is dividend receivable from Brabus. Dividend receivable from Brabus 3.2 million. Dividend receivable Cherry, dividend receivable Cherry to Brabus 240. Dividend receivable Cherry to Axia 960. And this one is revaluation reserve brought to non-controlling interest 1 million. Okay, so after we add all together, the non-controlling interest is 103,609 and the group retained earning is 145,881. So we go back to our statement of financial position. Okay, so for the dividend just now, for the dividend just now, okay, what we have to do is we can actually check the dividend. Basically, dividend, ordinary dividend of Axia is 18 million, deducted from the group retained earning, 18 million. And then ordinary dividend to Brabus. Ordinary dividend from Brabus to non-controlling interest is 800. And ordinary dividend to from Cherry to non-controlling interest is 400. Okay, so I think this one is clearer from here. Okay, we can see that, okay, here dividend paid to non-controlling interest, and here dividend paid to non-controlling interest 800 and 400 here. Okay, and the total non-controlling interest is 103,609, and the amount of group retained earning is 145,881. Okay, we go back to our statement of financial position. Okay, we start with non-current asset. Non-current asset, property, plant, and equipment comprise of the three companies, Axia, Brabus, and Cherry. Okay, and then we add back the asset revaluation reserve 10 million and also 5 million, and we deduct the unrealized profit of 5 million, and add back the over provided depreciation for 2 years. That is 2 million. Goodwill, we have calculated just now, 16 million. What about inventories? Inventories of Axia, inventories of Brabus, and inventories of Cherry, minus unrealized profit, 635. Then trade receivable, there is no adjustment. Okay, current account Cherry will be eliminated. Because there is a current account Cherry and the other one is current account Brabus. Yeah. So the balance of current account Brabus here is 10 million. The balance of current account Cherry here is 12 million. And the different 2 million is because of cash in transit. So for Cherry, current account Cherry 12 million minus 2 million cash in transit minus 10 million intercompany balance. And this one is cash in transit. We put here under one item. And we have also bank here 113, 200, 28535 and 27685. Okay. Equity of the parent only, retained profit, share premium, and revaluation reserve, and also working on statement of comprehensive income. Okay, for NCI. Okay, so all these figures, okay, we can find from the analysis of financial statement. Yeah, retained profit, valuation reserve, and non-controlling interest. Okay, you can find all the figures. You can find this figure. You can find this figure from the analysis of financial statement. Okay. Next, we have non-current liability, 6% loan maintained at 10 million. And then we have current liabilities. There is no adjustment for trade payable. There is adjustment for Brabus. And lastly, ordinary dividend payable. Ordinary dividend payable for Axia, there is no change. Okay. Ordinary dividend payable of Brabus. Yeah, ordinary dividend payable of Brabus, the balance is only how much? 20% times 4 million. And 20% times 4 million. So 20% times 1 million is equal to 200,000. Times 4 million is equal to 800,000. Yeah, 800,000 here. And here, this one is the dividend of Cherry. Dividend of Cherry is 1.6 million. Okay. Out of 1.6 million, 25% belong to the non-controlling interest. Okay, that is equal to 400. So 18 million plus 800 plus 400 equal to 19 million 200. Okay, so I think that is all. Yeah, for question number 1. Okay, inshallah I will give the copy of the answer to you after this. Okay, I think that is all for the discussion of question number 1. Assalamualaikum.